Genshin has too many characters to count. Having almost 100 playable characters in the game, currently on 99 characters, this game has a lot of cool looking freaking abilities. I mean, abilities to visually give you the maximum amount of dopamine while playing the game. Like, what is even going on here? And majority of these really good visuals comes from characters from their ability to do bursts. So you might ask yourself, what's the best and worst looking burst in Genshin Impact? No? Just me? Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. Either, who cares about ranking these bursts from worst to best? I mean, they all look pretty good, so why are you ranking these? And honestly, good point. I'm not actually sure why I'm ranking these, but this video will honestly just be for entertainment purposes, while also examining what makes a Genshin burst look good. This list will entirely be my own opinion, so hopefully by the end of the video, my audience will leave my lifeless corpse in a dark alleyway. So if you don't like my opinion, that's completely okay, and I'm always interested in you, the viewer, seeing where you will rearrange these better than me. And I'm telling you, making this video was an absolute headache for me, since I am no animator, I'm no effects artist, so everything was kind of just blurring out for me. Now, this list will not include 4 stars, as they simply just do not have the camera work, background change, or all that good stuff that 5 stars have, so I won't be including them in this list. Except Barbara, because for some reason she has a burst animation, so congratulations Barbara mains. And also the Traveler will not be included because he doesn't have a burst animation. Why? And I'll be judging these animations based on camera work, coolness factor, background, colors, and there's probably gonna be more things to introduce, but I'll get over them once I start the list. Anyways, if you like this video, consider subscribing, since this is my first time making a video like this. Grab your slime covered popcorn and let's get to ranking. Starting from the bottom of the list, the worst looking burst in Genshin Impact has to be Diluc. Now, what makes Diluc on the very bottom of the list? It's really hard to explain right now what makes him the worst, but if there was one word that I describe about him, is that he's very outdated. The visuals on his burst honestly look good, with the flames in the phoenix. They look pretty good, but unfortunately he doesn't really compare to the modern bursts we have today. I mean, his camera movement is okay, no good character close-up, he has a very basic expression. It basically feels like a 4-star burst but with a janky camera. Maybe that's why he actually has this 5-star outfit, because Genshin knows that the burst is pretty bad. Just go back to KFC, man. Number 53, we have Aloy, and this looks pretty bad. So looking at Aloy's animation, she honestly starts off very strong. She throws a grenade into the sky. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, now that looks really bad. The jank camera transition onto her bow and arrow, and is it just me, but she looks really soulless. If I were to compare this to Venti's animation of him and his bow, yeah, Venti does this a lot better. Sorry, Aloy mains. I hope you get your constellation soon. Next one, we got Albedo, and personally, with this animation, I think it looks okay. It looks alright. The arm movement's fine, nothing too special. The expression fits him because he's chill like that, and the camera close-up and panning is okay. Yep, it's okay. I think him transforming his sword into an element rock, I don't know what that is, but he's okay. Next one, we got Barbara, and I'm really sad to place her here. I mean, she gives you the little finger, winks at you, does a little twirl, cheers you on, but unfortunately, the competition is tough. It gets really hard later on. It gets really tough. Oh my god. Number 50, we have Jean. Now, oddly enough, her sister is right next to her. I did not do that on purpose. I don't know why they're next to each other. I don't know. I just think of it as like a family reunion. And she looks at her sword, twisted sideways, which I think is a pretty cool gesture, not to mention the zoom out and dandelions all over her, but I think it still looks pretty simple and okay. This frame looks a bit off. It's pretty simple, not really much to say here. She holds a true stance like a true Monstadian. Monstadian. Number 49, we got Child. And before I explain why he's this low, can you just raise your hand if you're a Child main? Well, okay, wow, there's a lot of you. I'm probably gonna have a pipe bomb sent to my mail. I don't know what to tell you. He gives you a little look. With his double-edged blade, he swipes the area and then gives you a little nice water/cool effect. I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple. Not too much going on. I think I'll keep him on number 49.
Objection! You fucking idiot! You forget the fact the child is supers, you fucking bitch! Behold the fucking footage of his second burst! I bet you just hate child, you motherfucker!
Okay, fine. I'll take a look at it. Here's Child's second burst, and it looks okay. I'm keeping him here. Number 48, we got Klee, and to rank this higher than Child might honestly send an angry crowd outside my door. I think that this animation just brings life into her character, just her reacting to the bomb. And it's definitely cute though for how short it is, but it's still pretty simple. At number 47, we got Yoimiya. Oh my god, okay, this has to be the most painful ranking I've done on this list so far. Ranking her this low hurts me more than the Yoimiya mains out there. She's honestly one of my favorite characters in Genshin Impact along with Mulan, but her burst itself is really cool. I mean, the firework background is really vibrant. I wish there was different colors. So you might ask, what's wrong with this? Genshin does not zoom in her face, and I think that's a missed opportunity because in her burst right here, she barely has an expression, and I think it would have been done a lot better if she had like a close-up. So unfortunately, I have to place her here, but man, this makes me so sad, man. Number 46, we got Xiao. With the mask being instantly on his face, I feel like they could have animated him, like putting on the mask. I'm placing this right here. I mean, props to the glowing eyes, to the glowing tattoos. I think that's pretty cool. Number 45, we got Ketching. Is there a reason why this is above Xiao? No. Honestly, I'm a bit biased. I like the way Ketching looks at you that immediately teleports at light speed. So I'm placing her here, okay? Alright. Number 44, we have Venti. And the first Archon to make it on the list. And honestly, I really like this better than the previous rankings. I think the way the camera is positioned on his side, that immediately twirling the bow into a position with the glowing arrow. And I think this pose is really sick. I think this is what Aloy's burst should have been, man. I think if Aloy had better expression, movement, and a smooth camera transition like this, she could have been way up here. But no, she doesn't. I don't know why. Number 43, we have Chi-Chi. And now, when observing Chi-Chi's burst, I honestly am surprised to rank her here. I think the way they made this animation is really, really cool looking. No pun intended. The way the camera approaches from her side while giving you a side eye, closing her eyes, and then just releasing the seal into a blizzard. Oh my god, I think this one looks really good. I think people would actually probably put Chi-Chi lower, but yeah, I mean, I'm keeping her here. At number 42, we got Ganyu. And I don't know why Ganyu and Chi-Chi are right next to each other. I don't... First it was Barbara and Jean. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. And Ganyu honestly looks pretty nice here. I mean, the way she looks at her crystal ball from that angle. Then, oh my goodness, what is that angle? That angle aside, I like the part where she just turns a little crystal ball and just expand it into a planet. Well, not really a planet, but you know, it's like a huge orb in the sky. I'll put her right here, number 42 spot. Number 41, we got Shenhe, and okay, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Why are the Adeptus right next to each other? I don't know why this is happening. Now, why does this rank above Chi-Chi and Ganyu? I honestly think it's cooler. Oh my god, I gotta stop with the cool jokes. Cooler, like. Wow. Now, why does this rank above Chi-Chi and Ganyu? I don't know. Maybe because she has a freaking JoJo stand? Or spirit, whatever you want to call it. But the way the camera circles around Shenhe, then her spirit does a little slash. Okay, it's pretty good. I like it. Pretty cool. Ice puns, ladies and gentlemen. Number 40, we have Hu Tao, and honestly, I myself am a Hu Tao simp. If I could place her higher, she'd skyrocket the competition. Okay, anyways, the reason why it's placed here is because I love the expression in this one. I love the expression, I love the movement, I like how bubbly this animation feels. The ghost has emotion marks on it, or expressions, I don't know what you call it, but the cheeky expression Hu Tao has while doing the animation, I feel like this burst really fits her character, so I'm placing her right here. At this point, we are still at a very basic and simple animation. We are not near to any of the visually really amazing ones. This is really low in the list still. Number 39, we got Baiju. Now, I would like to say that this is the point of the video where things are getting really serious. Starting from this point, we'll actually see backgrounds with character bursts, which I honestly think gives so much points to characters, and you will see this later on that these backgrounds will carry these characters to having the best burst in Genshin Impact. But anyways, with Baiju, he looks okay. The background is just mountains and it's just him holding Dendro stuff. The reason why he's just up here is because he has a background. Okay. Number 38, we got Tighnari, and Tighnari is one of those bow and arrow kind of bursts, so it's kind of similar to Aloy or Venti in a way, but I think Tighnari has more detail than Venti, with him holding his bow and stuff. I really like the details here with the background. I think plants, the vines look pretty good, so I'm putting him right here. Number 37, Hi, my original audio got corrupted while editing this part, so I'm just gonna quickly re-record this part. So honestly, Alhaitham looks really awesome. His bright green lighting on his diamonds while having reflective lighting on his background looks really detailed. So that's why I'm placing him here. So yeah, there you go. Congrats. Number 36, we got Eula, and I think I placed Eula a bit too high, but screw it. We're gonna keep her right here because how can you not place her with this burst animation? She swipes her sword onto the screen with a whole trailing blizzard, spins magnificently, and then the camera adjusts and takes you back into the original game. Wow, the camera work is a 10 out of 10. So, you know, I don't regret putting her here, I think. And I think this actually might be too high for Eula, but it's okay. I'm leaving her here. Respect. Number 35, we got Mona. Honestly, the first frame is honestly insane. With her hat down and showing off her constellation thingy, then it just fast transitions into a side view of Mona, then transitions back into an explosion of like stars and stuff back into the game. Oh my goodness. Very awesome. Number 35 for Mona. Number 34, we got Nilu. This one's just sweet to me. I mean, the camera movement's smooth, the top-down view of her little dance, then gives you a little smile. This one's pretty good. This one makes me smile. Number 33, we got Dea. And, you know, ever since a while ago, I've honestly been struggling where to put these ones because it's starting to become really, really good. Dea's burst is so short, but her clenching her fist and looking at the camera from this angle looks so good. Oh my, the flames on her fist is honestly so cool that I'm number 33, dude. And then bonus point because she just starts punching the heck out of the enemy on her first. I think it's just really funny to me. Number 32, we got Zhongli, and our second Archon makes it onto our list. And the burst Zhongli does here is he just stands still, looking all menacingly, and you might think, wow, great animation. What else does he do? I don't know. Summons the freaking meteor, summons a planetary destruction, sizable meteor onto the plains, which is. Though you could say that his animation is probably outdated compared to the other characters, which I could probably agree with that, but you know, this was like the classic coolest burst back in Genshin Impact, so I have to place him here. We love our cockroach man. Number 31, we have Sichuin, and you could say that she doesn't do much here. I mean, it's just really cute and really fitting for her own character, but the background's so vibrant, and her reloading the syringe is pretty cool, so yeah, I'll place it right here. Number 30, we got Ito. Really cool stance here, mirroring the Oni background pose. And can I just say, I love what they did with Ito's background. Like the red Oni, oh my god. And honestly, yeah, that background carries him so much. Number 29, we got Kokomi. And again, with these backgrounds, is that the entire ocean behind her? What? I have no, I just have no words to these backgrounds. I'm telling you, these backgrounds are just what are carrying these characters. They're the only reason why they're here. They're the main reason why they're so high in the list. Number 28, we got Shanyun. Okay, this one is just pleasing to look at. The smooth, floaty motion away from the bird, while the colors are just really vibrant. The cloudy background and the movement Shanyun does while her bird flies away. Honestly, it's just very mesmerizing. I'm keeping here, number 28. Okay, number 27, he starts off with a PowerPoint. Is that what I put in this? Oh my god, I just put PowerPoint transition. Wait, hold on, let me fix that in my script. So he starts off with a zoom out transition of a cat to reveal him sticking his tongue out, throws his hat in the air, revealing a cat, and then the hat just starts burning with spotlights and confetti on the background. Oh my. And honestly, I think the best part about this animation is that he's still moving in the background. Right here, he's still messing with his cards, and then like a true magician, he just poofs out he basically just poofs out existence. That's what he does. He's a magician. Honestly, the expressions and execution is really good for these first few frames though. If I saw a longer shot of like Linny's face, I think that would be a lot better. But you know, either way, it's absolute cinema. Number 26, we got Kazuha. Everyone's fan favorite has landed on the number 26 spot. And listen, I'm running out of vocabulary to describe these bursts. I'm running out of word choices. But Kazuha just straight up blows, man. Get it? Like, blows like... I'm so sorry. I'm gonna leave now. Him spawning like leaves or like the autumn season as his background while sheathing his sword from his invisible sword sheath? Or is he like enchanting the weapon with Anemo? I don't know. You can probably tell me. Like, this is the part of the video where I just look at these. I'm just like, wow, that's pretty good. And you know, this is pretty good. So I'll put it on the number 26 spot. The third Archon to make it on the list, number 25, we got Nahida. And for her burst, she does a little Okay, anyways, for Naida's burst, the first few frames of her look really good. With the light bouncing off her face, then the holy light just appears on top of her palace while she's just here looking at her own palace. This one's actually pretty unique. It's not your typical like sword or bow attack. It's just her looking at her palace, and I think I really like the lighting and shots here. So I don't know what else to tell you. Good job, vegetable. Number 24, we got Nuvolet, and the water connoisseur has finally made it on the list. And this guy is just horrifying. He taps his damn cane, shines upon holy light again, blinds me in the eye, and then he just summons the entire ocean behind. Like, what? I think something I find really interesting about this burst is that they took these orbs that basically Hydro Traveler and Nuvolet make, and they made it part of the burst, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know, it just seemed pretty cool to me. And in the background, man, yeah, this is very similar to Kokomi, but just a step further. Number 23, we got Ayato. Now, Ayato with his burst. Hey man, I'm trying to record. Something I've noticed with these characters is that majority of them just don't move. It's just the amount of effects and background work is insane, man. So with Ayato, he does this stationary pose with his sword. He gives you the wrist look, and then the leaf out of nowhere causes damn ripples on his burst like it's a pond. It's getting really good with these bursts, I'm telling you. Number 22. Okay, this one's really funny to me because the amount of detail they placed into his like Doomfist kind of fist weapon is insane. You can literally see it transform midway and then just activating thrusters on his fist. Like, what? He's not even Risley, it's just his weapon. It's just... Number 21, we got everyone's favorite Wanderer. Oh my god, I must agree with the fact that this guy's burst looks honestly insane. And not just figuratively, I mean, literally, you see this guy? This guy, it's insane. Bro is mental while doing his burst. You see that face? Also, him stepping on you like you're some sort of worm is a pretty unique way of doing your burst angle, so plus points for that, I guess. I think some people might actually like that. It also just looks vibrant, like with the coloring bouncing off Wander and just a split moment of his like vortex animal power thingy. It's pretty unique. I think I like this one. This one's pretty good. Pretty awesome sauce, dude. Pretty cool Wanderer. Hi, Ader here. If you're wondering where the other half of the characters are, I'm gonna make that into a part 2 because this video took me way too long to edit and it just ate so much of my time, so... But if this video finds any little success, then I'm definitely gonna make that part 2. So thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This is actually my first video on my channel. So make sure to like, subscribe, and I'm gonna get out of here because I know there's an angry mob outside my door right now before my corpse gets tossed in an alleyway. Alright, see ya!